Good morning and welcome to the Musicians Lab. The Facebook name is the Musicians Lab, as you can see on the screen right now, and the YouTube page is Yannick Sahi. For those who are already following this channel and those who also just discovered the channel, quickly note that this channel actually deals with two communities. We have the English community and we have the French community. So videos are made in both English and French, but not at the same time. So we have English video and we have French videos. And this video you're actually watching is meant for the English community. And today we are going to talk about 251. You might have heard of that before. You might have heard things like that. Or you might have heard of things like that. Or things like that. These are called 251. 251 refers, these numbers refers to the position in the tonality. So in the tonality we have 7 degrees. In a major or minor tonality we have 7 degrees. We have the first degree, which is the root, and it's called the tonic. So we have the second, we have the third, we have the fourth, we have the fifth, we have the 6th degree and the 7th degree. So in the tonic solfa system or the tonic solfa notation, we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. So 251 actually refers to the position of the chord or the position of the level in the tonality. So if I say 251 and for example I'm in C, which means my 2 will actually be the 2 of C. So when we are in C, let's quickly play the scale of C. We have 1, 2. So 2 here is our is re. Okay, we have C, D. So D will be our 2. Going forward, 3, 4, 5, and G here. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, C, D, E, F, G. So G here is going to be my 5. So I have 2 and I have 5 and I have 1, which is C. Okay? So these numbers actually refers to the position in the tonality. So now when we say 251, you know we are referring to the 2 of the scale or the tonality and the 5 of the scale and the 1 of the scale. What are 251s used for? 251s are used as bridge to land on one chord. So the 2 and the 5 serve as bridge to land on the one chord. Let's say for example I want to go in C, D minor and G are going to be my bridge to land on the 1. So this is called 2 because of the landing point. So referring to C, D is the second in the key of C, okay? And G is the 5th. So D and G is going to serve as a bridge for me to land on C. So I have you see? So I have this. So no matter the chord you want to play, you can use 2 5 1s to land on this chord simply by considering that chord as the landing point. So 251s are based, or I call 251s because of the landing point, not because of the key or the tonality in which we are playing in. For example, I am in C. So D, G, C is called a 251 because of C. Not because of the key of C, but because of the chord, the landing point, which is C major. And we also have 2-5-1 on the fourth. For example, I want to play the fourth chord of the key of C. But I want to play a 2-5-1. So my 2-5-1 is not going to refer to the tonality or to the key, but it's going to refer to the landing point. So we want to land on F. So we are going to use G as our 2, okay? Because in F, the key of F is going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from there, I know now my 2. And I know my 5, and this is F. So I'm going to use G minor, okay, and then C, and then F, okay. So you also need to know that we have two types of 2-5-1. We have minor and major 2-5-1. So the major 2-5-1 will actually take a second, so the 2 will be minor, okay? The 5 will be dominant 7, and the 1 will be major. So if we are going on a 2-5-1, on a minor 2-5-1, it will all depend on the landing point. Let's say we want to play Fa or F as our last chord in the 2-5-1. So the 2 is going to be G minor and C dominant 7 in the case of the major 2-5-1. And then my landing point is going to be 1, but the 1 will be major, which is F. Okay, so I'm going to have G minor, C dominant 7, and then F major. But in the case of a minor 2-5-1, the 2 chord is actually going to be flattened, okay? So it's going to be a half diminished chord, which is G minor 7 with a flat 5. So that's the only note that changes in this chord. So now, in the case of a minor 2-5-1, it means we are not, the landing point is not a major chord, but rather a minor chord. So we are going to play to alter one note in the 2. So remember, in the first major 2-5-1, we were having the 2 was a minor 7. So in this case of a minor where the landing point is minor, our 2 is going to flatten the 5th. So the 5th of G is actually going to be 5 flat. So we are going to have G minor 7, okay, but with a flat 5. So that's going to give something like that. So, okay. And the C is going to be a C minor 7 or a C dominant 7. In case we are playing jazz, it will be advised for the 5 to be a dominant 7 chord. The 5 can be actually minor or minor 7, minor natural or minor 7, okay? So you're going to have this. It works perfectly. But in jazz, the third actually is going to be a dominant 7, okay? Or it's going to be a dominant 7 flat 9. And then the landing point, which is the minor chord.